approach? What you learned from the first season, and kind of what are you taking into this year?
Well, I'm a lot more comfortable, to be quite honest. I tell everybody, being a head coach it's just a different job. It's a different position. And one thing I've learned is how valuable and important your coaching staff is. And we've just got tremendous assistant coaches and support staff, and really thankful for everything that they do to help me and our team and our program to put us all in a position to be successful.
You talked about 50-50 split. Just, who are some of the new faces that you're kind of going to be depending pretty heavily on this year?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new folks out there. I think we lost over 1,200 at-bats from last year, so just by default, there'll be a lot of new folks out there. I think Tyler Gentry in right field is a guy that has a chance to make an impact offensively. Morgan McCullough will play somewhere in the infield. He's a really good player. Brett Auerbach will catch and play some third base, a really well-rounded, winning baseball player. Going to see a bunch of new faces on the mound. We've got a lot of returning pitching, but really excited about Tyler Ross, Connor Shamblin, and Jacob McNary, 3 freshmen that have impressed so far. And then Will Freeman and Casey Cobb are some JUCO transfers that will be in the mix and get a lot of opportunity.
Brock Gutfield was a guy for you last year that pitched whenever he was needed. Where has he kind of improved this year so far?
Just getting more consistent. Brock's a fabulous young man. We don't have a lot of left-handed pitching, so he's a big piece for us in the bullpen to be able to offset teams that are heavy left-handed offensively.
For those that have never seen him play, tell us a little bit about your new first baseman, Williams.
We really like Drew. He's exciting, and you're going to like him too. He's a physical kid. He's about 6'5", 220. He moves really well for his body type. Really mature, really smart. The power's coming. He's what they're supposed to look like. He's going to get a lot of opportunity, and really excited about his career here.
And what's jumped out to you about the improvement, even though we had a great freshman year? Talk a little bit about what you're expecting from Sam Prater this year.
Sam's a really good player. He would catch for anybody in our league, and really he's just grown so much as a person. Just really proud of how much he's matured as a young man, and it's crazy how much that bleeds over into the baseball field. But catching's a tough position. He receives really well. He's got a great arm. He's an accurate thrower. And he's a really good offensive player that's going to hit in the middle and drive in a bunch of runs for us.
He spoke the other week about, kind of now he's one of the, he's only a sophomore, but he's one of the veterans, a returning guy that's part of that main nucleus. How have you seen him grow in that role?
Yeah, Sam's a really outgoing young man. He's an extrovert, just really well liked. He's a good person. And I think when you're outgoing, you're a good person and a good player, then you got a chance to drag some other people along with you.
Now that he's full-time baseball, what areas is Keith hoping to improve in?
Really just all the way around. Just his instincts and his swing's better. He's impacting the ball better. He's a guy that you look at him physically and you wonder why he hasn't shown more extra base hit numbers in his career. Coach Zuli's done a great job with his stroke, and Keith's done a great job working. He's hitting the ball over the fence now. He's going to have a really good year for us. I'm excited about Keith.
The program has kind of had so much transition the last few years. How important was it to keep not just you here, but the whole staff together from one year to the next?
Well, I think if you talk to the older kids on our team, they could speak to that really well. I'm really excited that we could keep our staff together. The older returning players have done a great job with our new guys, just getting them acclimated as we started to our terminology, the pace at which we practice, and how we work. And I don't think the transition could have gone any better of having so many new faces to where we are right now.
More from, I guess, a leadership perspective, but how important will some of those seniors, Joe, Keith, Sam, I don't think he's there yet, but just some of those veteran guys that have not just been with you for a year, but with this team for several?
Yeah, I think any coach would tell you that the biggest impact on your team are your older kids, because there's no telling what goes on in the locker room and away from the field. And I met with our returning players the day before school started and said, hey, we need your help. Half of these guys are new, and you guys are going to have a bigger impact on them than any member of the coaching staff. And they've done a great job of that.
What are you expecting this year? Your Friday night guy, Sam Finnerty.
Well, we're still working through who's going to pitch when and where, but Sam, pitched Friday nights last year. He's going to pitch a bunch for us. He's better. He's just a really, really mature competitor and has probably separated himself with the rest of the staff with how he commands the baseball. Everything's crisper. His changeup has made big strides, and Sam's going to have a really good year for us.
With the non-conference part of the schedule, obviously that's usually give a different perspective on what the team will be compared to SEC play. But what are you expecting about this non-conference part?
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of people playing in different roles because we do have so many new folks. It'll be musical chairs on the pitching staff. I think the first 4 weeks of the season, you may see 7, 8, 9 guys get an opportunity to start a game, and then we'll play some guys positionally in different places. And hopefully by the time we get to March the 15th, when we go to Ole Miss, we'll have the right people in the right places.
I know every team is different, but is it almost like coaching a whole new team this year?
It's exactly what it's like. It is. It's pretty rare at this level to have so many new faces. I hope we don't ever do it again. But again, I'm just so thankful for our older players. They've done a tremendous job. And we have great kids in our program. I can't brag on the type of people enough that we have. Fabulous young men from good families, and that makes it a lot easier.
Is there a difference for Brock Love and Garrett Brooks having more than a full year coming back from the Tommy John surgery, or it's been almost 2 years there at that now?
Yeah, Rooksy, his return last year was abnormal of how quickly he was able to get on the mound and show pitchability. Brock's was more normal, and I think at times Brock felt like he was behind just because Garrett was ahead of where he should be. So it was good for Brock to get out on the mound last year, good for him to have some time off this summer, and good for him to get in a routine this year. Brock arguably has some of the best stuff on our team, and he's an older guy with big stuff that could have a big impact for us this year. He's going to pitch a lot.